If there's one anime you can watch with your brain turned off just to have a good time, it's undoubtedly Fairy Tail. And as a computer science student grinding programming assignments late into the nights in a dank, dusty computer lab, Fairy Tail was certainly my saving grace, its dynamic cast acting as a highlight to an otherwise uneventful week. And say what you will about Fairy Tail's plot and character development, but if there's one thing it got right, it was the music. With a diverse score ranging from Celtic music, epic orchestral scores, and rock music, it was certainly a treat for the ears. And with anime veteran composer Yasuharu Takanashi of Naruto fame at the helm, you know it's going to be a wild ride. Today, we are going to take a look at one of my favorite episodes of Fairy Tail, which features a three-way fight between Erza, Kagura, and Minerva, and my personal favorite song from the series, Scarlet Warrioress, or Hiiro no Sen Hime. This song starts out with the D minor scale, a scale typically used for more serious sounding music. However, the interesting thing about this music is the fact that the last chord is an A major chord, which is not in the D minor scale harmonization. It's a borrowed chord from D Harmonic Minor and gives us access to the strong 5 minor 1 cadence. This is a statement chord progression, and it's commonly used in boss battles. The full progression is known as the Andalusian cadence, and it's commonly associated with Spanish and flamenco music. Its descending motion creates a passionate, driving energy, building tension until it resolves into a powerful dominant chord, making it a perfect fit for an intense battle theme like this one. Next, an electric guitar enters with a rhythmic tresillo melody, giving the track a modern, energetic feel. There is also a call and response motion with the accompanying chords, which keeps the action tense and dynamic. One important thing to note is that something was lost in translation when localizing to English. Hiiro no Sen Hime translates to Scarlet Battle Princess, which suggests a warrioress of nobility whose grace and fierceness intertwine. However, while the English title, Scarlet Warrioress, captures the ferocity of battle, it drops the hime, meaning princess, losing its regal nuance. The music, however, restores that nobility. This is most apparent in the choral section, as the harmony shifts into D Dorian, a brighter, medieval Renaissance-sounding mode. This modal color gives the track a courtly, almost royal authority. The choir also sings in power chords, standard chords for rock and metal music. By particularly using the 8 power chords, we add more oomph and power by doubling the notes at the root and octave, hence the power in power chords, while still adding the 5th and keeping things tonally ambiguous. For the climax, we then use the Aeolian cadence, but in this case we start from the flat 6 going up to the flat 7th, then the minor 1. If played this way, it sounds heroic and triumphant. We also use a minor 4, minor 5, minor 1 progression, a jazzy progression used as a substitution that gives us some variety from purely heroic sounds. This epic phrase is accompanied by a drum set, playing the bass drum every beat and the snare drum on every and beat, a common technique in rock and metal music. However, we use a special technique called a rim shot. This is where the drummer strikes the drum head and the metal rim simultaneously, creating a powerful, piercing effect. You can simulate this effect using sound fonts like SGM V2.01, where you can find the power drum set typically somewhere in Bank 128. This creates the perfect backbeat for the action-packed climax, as Erza, clad in her Nakagami armor, delivers the final blow to Minerva, which is arguably the most satisfying and unforgettable moment in the series. If this scene or soundtrack hit you the same way it hit me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what anime fights or musical moments completely changed how you experienced the story. And if you enjoy deep dives into anime and video game music like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out my book, Rock and Roll Titans, where I explore and analyze video game and anime rock music in more detail.